welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Quarter Down Episode 2, where I have Puredragooneyes with Wolfblade 1992. A lot of you have been wondering when I was going to make the next video.
Never.
Oh, we never know. Well, look at me, he's doing it
Shut
now.
up. Shut up.
I have been busy with going to cons with this beautiful beast right here.
Rawr.
And now we are gonna do what I have been telling my friends I have been doing, and they don't believe me. But we're gonna do this debate between Prototype 1 and 2. I, for one, say Prototype 2 is better.
I, for one, am Prototype 1.
I, for myself, am neutral.
So this is what we're gonna do. I am gonna defend Prototype 2 and bash on Prototype 1.
I'm gonna do the exact opposites.
And he's gonna pretty much defend both of them. Now,
Do my best of my abilities as much as possible while trying to appease to both of them.
now, what is the first argument that you have on Prototype 2?
The characters in Prototype 2 are terrible. They suck all around, and hands down, no one can deny this. Mercer is a Kratos knockoff.
Don't you mean
Heller, yes,
Yeah, Heller.
I'm sorry. I'm tired. I haven't slept in like 30 hours. So is this guy right here.
Yeah.
So you're saying that Heller is a Kratos knockoff?
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I forgot to mention he's a Kratos knockoff. If Kratos had a lobotomy and just graduated the first grade.
Oh, well, for starters, I will have to give to you that the stereotypical mechanism of black guy cussing a lot is overly done, but
In most games.
yes, in most games,
And
unfortunately,
movies and TV shows.
which is exactly why I wonder why we're even doing that. However, I looked past that and I got over that. There's nothing really wrong with Heller. It's a guy that's going around trying to save his daughter, which is better than a guy pretty much getting lobotomy, running around and being all like, I don't know who I am. I'm going to kill these people.
Basically, they say, like, it's better for the second game than it is for the first game.
Exactly.
Actually, I disagree. In the first game, you have a character who has no memories of who he is, so he has to run around the city trying to figure that out. That makes sense for what he's doing.
It does.
But in the second game, I am a stereotype. I am a knockoff of 7 different characters all in one. And also, I, out of nowhere, have to gain vengeance for something that happened, not even happened yet.
So it's basically like trying to say, I'm going to get my vengeance, well, who am I going to cast my vengeance upon?
Basically,
but however, you forget he doesn't go after him when it doesn't even happen. Yet he actually, for a time, actually follows Mercer and actually believes in what he's doing until he figures out he's really lying to him. And when he finds out that his daughter's still alive, it gives him more of a reason to fight.
Oh, that also brings me to another point. Viewers, for my other part of the argument, Prototype 1 was a lot closer to the comics that Prototype is based off of, whereas Prototype 2 is like, take anything that has to do with comics, throw it out the window, take a shotgun, cock it, and blast it in the face.
Okay, for those of you that don't know about the comics, and this is just about the game.
Though, if you did bring comics into it, no one can deny 2 was terrible.
And that 1 was actually closer to the storyline as well. As you previously said.
So what if the storyline was closer? This is another person's storyline where they're mixing it in fresh. And
If I may interject, of course, granted, I want to say this. Most video games should follow at least some form of gameplay to where, like, storyline still follows the same suit, in a sense. In my opinion, Prototype 2 did not do that.
Thank you.
it may not have followed the original of what it was based on, but it did mix in a good, fresh new ideas like most video games would do, and maybe it would. Maybe it pleases good 40.
Well, one, of course, new video game ideas. Yes, granted, that is a good thing to do. But only with certain video games. If you're trying to make a sequel, try to make sure you stick with the same concepts from the first one to put the second one.
Ladies and gentlemen, this comes from the guy that thinks BioShock 2 is a good game and the best one out of the series.
Okay, now that one I can disagree with as well.
Uh.
But no, however, though, you're saying fresh new ideas?
No.
No.
Think of it like this. Think of it like this. In the first one was boring. You ran around being this high killer, but the problem is that I felt so alone. In the second game, the outbreak is already out there, and there are more evolved out there. I actually felt more welcomed killing the things I've become. It's like take Devil May Cry or Castlevania. You're killing your own kind, but you're doing it for the right cause. I'm more accustomed to that than anything else. And in one, you barely.
Okay, I'm gonna say there. In one, when the infection is starting to spread and everything, you're feeling the exact same thing you're mentioning. At first, yeah, you feel alone because I'm a weird mutant with all these powers. I can't remember jack shit about myself. Okay, yes, I feel alone. But as the infection is spreading, I can already tell this is my kind. My kind does not want me. Wow, I'm even more alone, but it also feels right that I'm killing these fuckers.
No, I'm not talking about the lesser ones. Those are just walking health vendors. That doesn't count for me.
Even Green, same thing.
And Green was a different story, and that bitch was just no, we're not going into that. That bitch just no. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Do I have to take this can and shove it up your ass?
No, but he'll like it.
Viewers, raise your hands if you want me to shove this can up his ass.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah. If we reach 50 likes on this video within the first week, up his ass. So that's not much of a mile for you guys.
And if there's 100 likes, it goes up his ass.
And we'll even throw in a thing where I throw plunger at him.
Okay, I have this. 200 likes.
It goes up his ass.
No, 200 likes. This can plus 7 others go up his ass. He will be chained to a chair and forced to watch 3 terrible movies that will be in the comments. You guys choose those 3 terrible movies, and we will make him watch each one.
Now we will go into the combat. The combat in 2 is better than 1.
Oh, okay. Now here's where I...
Wait, combat-wise? I'm sorry, but...
Hang on, wait, let him.
Okay, now here's why I disagree with that. Okay, the only thing in 2 that I enjoyed was the tendrils power. Other than that, though, it brought nothing new to the scale at all. Oh, you can dual wield powers now. Okay, what's the catch? Oh, we got rid of half the moves you had with all your original powers in the first game. Excuse me?
There's a hammer fist, of
Wait,
course.
no. You still have all the powers.
Right.
You're just missing half the moves. One of my favorite moves was in the first game with the claws, the ground spikes, where you would charge it up and stick your...
Yes, but the hammer fist has that now.
Wait. Okay, so in the first game, you would charge the claws up, stab them in the ground, and spikes would come up at your opponent, whether they're aimed or not.
And the tendril blast.
Okay. Then second game comes, they're like, oh, okay, that super awesome move everyone would use because, you know, it was the best move you could possibly use. It's gone.
Wait, what move?
The ground spikes.
Oh, yeah. Yes, but I'm going to stop you there because they put that in there with the hammer fist, which I freaking love. Every single time I'm up in the air and I got the hammer fist down, I'm about to knock on a tank. I have a sudden urge to continuously scream Krieg's line from Borderlands 2, I have the shiniest meat bicycle!
Yes, however, though, those ground spikes can't go far. They can only go the immediate area. The ground spikes with the claws could go about, you know,
a distance away how far you charge up the attack.
Yes, but I found the spikes completely useless due to the amount of delay that is put when you're trying to pull them out of the ground.
Yeah, but the amount of damage though that they can do it though is superb.
Yes, but what if an enemy was right next to you? Say you're putting them down.
That's why you have more moves.
That's why more availability with the moves too.
Okay. Now, folks, when I would use the ground spikes in the first game, I would make sure there's no one else near me. Then use it. If there was someone else near me, I wouldn't use it. I used on one of the other attacks that would hit the person next to me, then use it for one of the further opponents.
And the other special attacks that are available, of course, more close range, more of the other farther special attacks for more far range.
Yeah, but how? Okay, back to what I was saying though. half of the moves for each power, one by one, the blade had like several different moves. They were amazing.
True.
And that is not true, actually. The blades for both 1 and 2 were completely the same, in my opinion, just the fact that they took out his kicking moves.
His kicking moves and 3 other moves that the blade had.
And they expanded. They actually perfected the shield in 2, and I will get you on that one. They actually expanded the blade's power and range to the point that you can actually hit someone a mile away, and it was completely awesome. The feeling that you have for it, and the more you upgraded it, the cooler it looked. As for the shields, the shield in 1 was pathetic.
It's the same shield in both games.
Yes, but you couldn't parry in it. You couldn't parry in it. They took out the armor because of the parry move, which, by the way, was epic.
Okay. No matter what anyone says, the armor was one of the coolest things about 1. When you got the armor, you're like, fuck the shield, I don't need that anymore. This armor, which takes 90% of my blows, is there. It looks awesome, and when you pair it with the blade, you're like, oh, yes.
And it still decreases your mobility.
Granted, it decreases the mobility, dude, but still you're badass and you can kill more people without you dying.
Elizabeth Green.
Still kicked ass with the armor.
Exactly.
It still killed you, though.
Okay,
no, she didn't.
She didn't. Well, she killed me a few times, but that's because I was playing hard mode. But anyways, okay, another thing. Difficulty. In the first game, you could play on easy. You're still gonna die. At any point in the game.
It was the last boss.
Second game, you can play on hard mode. You've never even played a game in your life. Play on hard mode, you're not gonna die once. What the fuck?
That is completely erroneous. Actually, no, it's not. But I can play normal mode on God of War 3 and still not die.
I'm sorry. Erroneous?
Yeah, it's a fancy way of saying you're wrong.
Where the fuck did you pull that from?
From his ass dictionary.
Ratchet and Clank going commando.
So, folks, Ratchet and Clank, stay away from it, please. No, I'm kidding. I actually like the game. I actually like Ratchet and Clank. No, okay. Back to gameplay again, though. Okay, the only power in Prototype 1 that was useless was muscle mass. Hammer Fist was good. Sword was good. Claws was good.
Tendrils.
Whip was good.
Tendrils were not in 1.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Whip was good. Shield, armor, both good. But muscle mass.
Decoys.
What? Okay, will you just let me finish?
Yeah, I'm trying to help here.
What was the point in muscle mass? There was absolutely no point in it. It's like, why couldn't they just make that the natural thing? That's the only thing I'll give 2 over. They got rid of the muscle mass, just made it a natural thing, and replaced it with tendrils. That tendrils were one of the most useful things, because if you're in one of those like side missions where you gotta kill as many enemies as possible, the tendrils will bring everyone to ya.
But here's what you forgot one thing that 2 has over 1.
Yeah. Just not say it.
And no, the environmental weaponry in 2, where you could actually pull a rocket or a Gatling gun off of a tank and or an airplane. How epic was that? You couldn't even do that in 1.
Okay, here's my argument against that. There was a couple of years difference between the games. If they had decided they wanted to do that in the first game, they would have done it, but they didn't think about it at the time. The only reason they decided to do it now is because they were like, you know what, let's add some more stuff, because some people were like, oh, why doesn't Mercer just pull weapons off of the other vehicles? That's the only reason they did it in 2 instead of 1.
And 2, in my personal opinion, because I kind of want to agree with you here, it just make the game more overpowered if you do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Overpowered. They already gave Mercer so much stuff that even without hang on. Without the leveling system that they have in 2, you felt completely spoiled in 1. The leveling system in 2 actually kept you in line. Discipline. You had to adapt and work with what you got, and it felt like a reward to get what you got in 2. In 1, you got so many experience points that it just spoils you throughout the game. Half of the game, like maybe 40% of the game, you already have everything you need, and it just ruins the fun for you. Where's the whole? You get that ability at this point of the game, and you can have fun with that and experience new things. It's not a big deal anymore, and lots of games do that nowadays, where you have
Okay.
to earn it. You have to beat a boss and earn it.
I'm going to stop you right there. Okay, the leveling system in 2 was unnecessary. In 1, no, you didn't get that much XP unless you were playing in easy mode. I played the game easy, normal, and hard.
I didn't even play on easy mode. I went straight to normal mode.
And you know what? I played it on normal mode,
wait.
and I got more than everything I needed before I even reached half of the game, and it
there
killed
were some, of course, upgrades where you had to get up to 750,000, sometimes up to 1 million in order to be able to buy the upgrades.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is, the level system for a game like Prototype, or Infamous for that matter, is unnecessary. You don't need to level up. Now, to level up your moves through experience, yes, you could do that, but you didn't get much experience unless you did the missions that involved a lot of experience.
There wasn't even any missions.
There
All you had to do was
There were side missions.
There were side missions. There were side
Frag
missions. But you didn't need them for certain weaponry. All you had to do was find the person that you needed to upgrade and just consume it, and you upgrade your abilities, plain and simple.
Some of them.
More like most of them. I even got the gold trophy for it just for finding the people that I need to do it.
Only for maybe like for some of the vehicle upgrades, and maybe for like some of the character upgrades for like increasing infiltrate.
If you want to find everything, you would have to go through some of the pits and clear the pits out just to find the guy that's right there for it. Sure, but he's not part of the side mission. He's a bonus.
A bonus mission?
Well, yeah, sure, if you want to go that way. It's not even a mission. It's just that, oh, hey, now I'm going to finish the mission.
Yeah, but that was still a side quest nonetheless.
Side quest, sure. It's the same thing that, like in Far Cry 3, where you have to kill animals in order to make bigger capacity for ammunition, money, and C4 and grenades.
I'm sorry, what about Assassin's Creed? Yes, that's right, folks. We just made a comparison between 5 different games.
Look here. Listen, you know what? Listen carefully now. If you ever watch that Far Cry 3 experience with McLovin, or whatever his name is, please do so.
Okay, now listen here now. If you ever watch this video, make sure to like and subscribe because we are funny. And don't you dare. I know what you're thinking.
She's gonna show his ass.
He's gonna moon us.
No, I won't.
No.
Oh, come on, I want to get this. You know,
Get in here.
Okay, fine.
Ah.
Ew.
Oh, come on.
I can feel him on me.
Don't worry, decontamination is in process.
How are you decontaminating yourself right now?
Wait. Just Sam, answer me this question: is it decontamination plan Alpha, Beta, or Omega?
Neither. It's Charlie Alpha Braga Zeppelin.
Oh, we're fucked.
I know. So, if you even have the time to comment or even vote to who wins this argument, because I know there are people out there that support Prototype 2. I've done the research.
Okay, so Prototype 2's fan base is very small as compared to 1's.
Yeah.
But however, though, both are small compared to the comics fan base. I know that for a fact.
More people are more interested in following the actual game with the comic in lines. I learned that from him.
But as the neutral party in this, you've said that Prototype 2 is a decent game.
Yeah, it's decent, but not better.
Okay, he has also stated before that if people asked him which game to play, he would say 1. Is that not true?
Actually, that is true.
This is also the same guy who said BioShock 2 is the best one out of the series.
And that'll be a different argument for a different video.
Yes, we will argue about that in a different video.
That is true. Anyway, until next time.
I have one more thing to bring up.
What is that? What would that be?
Choinkos.
Excuse me. If I appear alone on the next episode, that's just normal.